My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of the Lost World Jurassic Park 2. And this review will have spoilers, so there's your warning. But if you watched my review for the first movie, you would know that it is one of my favorite movies ever made. When it comes to the script, it's pure perfection. When it comes to the direction, it's pure perfection. When it comes to the cast, it's pure perfection. Just everything about that movie works. So the fact that Steven Spielberg and Jeff Goldblum were coming back for the sequel, like, I should love this movie. I really should. And yet I have never cared for it. So let's begin by talking about the cast. And Jeff Goldblum as Ian Malcolm in the first Jurassic Park movie is one of my favorite performances and one of my favorite characters ever. Like, Ian is someone who could have come across as a very goofy side character, and yes, he's funny. He's entertaining, but he also drives home the more philosophical elements of the plot, and as a result, that character really stood out. So, yes, this is Ian Malcolm, and he's played by Jeff Goldblum, so he looks the same, he sounds the same. It just doesn't feel like the same character to me. The writing is just a huge step down, and Jeff Goldblum just isn't given much to work with, despite being the lead. Julianne Moore is a very talented actress. I just don't think she's given much to work with here. I thought her character was rather bland and generic, and eh. Vanessa Lee Chester plays Ian's daughter, and she doesn't really stand out either. Just a very forgettable character. Vince Vaughn, I actually thought did a pretty good job. He's actually a very underrated dramatic actor, and I wish he was in more blockbusters. Pete Postlethwaite does a fine job, I guess. Aldous Howard, eh. And Richard Attenborough is barely in the movie, but I guess he does a fine job. So the cast is a giant step down, and I didn't really care for how these characters were written either. Like, I was never invested in these characters and their relationships, and I thought the story was really bad. There's a simplicity to the first Jurassic Park movie that really works, but here, everything just felt so convoluted, it felt contrived, and I just didn't care. Like, by all definitions, this is a very generic sequel, and it's just bland and boring, and it's just a massive disappointment even after all these years. I will say that the movie still looks great. The animatronics and CGI are used incredibly well. And there are some standout moments, like the scene where the trailer is hanging off the cliff is a really great scene, and Sarah is on the window and it's starting to crack. Just a masterclass in tension there. The raptors in the long grass is a great scene. I know it's a hot take, but I love the gymnastics kick. It is so stupid and it makes me laugh out loud every time. And I kind of love the idea of the climax with the T-Rex in San Francisco. I just found the execution to be lacking. Like, this movie is nowhere near as tense or as thrilling as it should be. And the very magic of seeing dinosaurs coming back to life is just absent here. So, it has its moments, it still looks great, but I didn't care for the story, I didn't care for the characters, I didn't care for the performances. It's just a very bland sequel, so I'm giving The Lost World Jurassic Park 2 a 4 out of 10. But have you seen The Lost World Jurassic Park 2? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.